Good evening, guys. Welcome back to Creating a Beautiful Homestead. I'm Alexis. Good evening, guys. Welcome back to Creating a Beautiful Homestead. I'm Alexis, and welcome to my home. So today, I just wanted to do a little talking to you guys. So today, we're gonna talk about unwanted wildlife on your property. Here, I live in the middle of nowhere. You know, there's a lot of wildlife. And I don't particularly mind a lot of them being on the property. It's when they come close to my house, when they come close to where my child plays, and when they mess with my garden. Kind of bothers me. And recently, I've noticed coyote, what's the word I want to use? Feces. Let's go with that one. It sounds more politically correct. Right in front of my front porch, over where my child plays, and right by my garden beds, and in my field. They're clearly not just passing through, they're hanging out at my house. So, you know, it's very open here, guys. I don't own the property. I can't put a property fence in. So most of your options are repellents, which I haven't read very good things about, and they're kind of expensive. Here, hold on. Okay, so your options are like repellents, which I haven't read the greatest reviews on, or you can build a fence. And then there's something called wolf's urine that you can purchase that is expensive as heck too. So, beyond everything in me that doesn't like to do this, that thinks it's the nastiest thing on the planet. Because let's be honest, guys, you're gonna think this is gross after I say it. It's just gross. We use this every year, and typically my father's here to do this, but he's not, and he's not gonna be home for like another week. So I'm gonna do it. And I decided to take you guys along with me, because this is probably the cheapest, most effective way that we have found here to just keep the animals away. And we do keep these 2 acres very maintained, so there's not like there's a lot for them to hide in. The back 2 acres, you know, they could go through, I don't really mind, but stay out of my front yard. We've had possums up on the porches, clearly coyotes in the yard, you know, and I have cats too, outdoor cats. Like, they are outside 90% of the time. That's where they like to be, unless it's raining or it's super hot, and then they're like, yo, let me inside. That's fine. Come on and hang out for a little while, but then they go right back out. I can't make them stay inside. That's not an option for them. They're like, no, thank you. So, probably should put gloves on, but I'm not going to. I worked in healthcare. I'm not that worried. This is gross, guys. This is so gross. I debated not even doing this, but I know right now things are tough for a lot of people. A lot of people, and I know the urgency to grow food is very, very high for a lot of people, and maybe a deer or an animal coming in and eating your food is not going to be a good thing, but you can't afford to buy these deterrents or this wolf's urine, which I've heard smells horrendous. Guys, you can just strictly pee outside, but pee in a bottle, just let it sit, and then spread it around your yard. They will stay away. Done this many times, and it always works. It's just, I'm never the one that has to do it. Yo, I'm a girl. I don't pee in the bottles. I don't spread the pee. But I'm spreading the pee because they're too close, and it's just so gross. So, let's get started. Okay, guys. So this is what we're working with. 2 bottles of Very old pee. And I'm going to take this. I'm going to take this and poke a hole in the top of it. I wonder if I could do this one-handed. My dad recommended when you guys do this, because, you know, he's the one that's done this for years, use like a Gatorade bottle. Don't use a water bottle, because they crunch too easy. Okay, so we now have a hole in the top of this bottle. Okay, so now that you've done that, you're just gonna take it and spread it. And I'm really hoping this doesn't smell horrendous. Oh, guys, I don't want to be doing this. I want the animals to stay out of my yard though, so we're gonna do it. Okay, so alright, we're over here at my potato bed, and as you can see, it's rained today, so there's not the little paw prints there was earlier. Something is trying to eat my potato bits. So, and we're just gonna spray it. And I am gonna walk down this fence line here and just keep spraying it. This is the grossest thing ever, guys. I absolutely hate this. But it really does work. Keep it away from your face. Do not inhale the best of your ability, because I guarantee you guys this does not smell good. Okay. Guys, this is so much for me. I even worked in healthcare. Like, I shouldn't be this weirded out. But like, oh, I hate it. At the idea of having, God, this does stink. Oh, guys. Spending $50 on something for this just doesn't sit well with me. Especially because, like, we don't have a lot of money. That's not really something I should do. So, oh my God, guys, I was hoping I would smell it. I'm just walking around the property line now. Oh, guys, I just stepped in a giant puddle. Oh. Okay, keep going. Oh, God. Okay. Oh, fuck, guys. Believe me, this really does work. It's just really gross. Oh. Oh my God. Man, my property is wet. Sorry, guys. I keep having to switch my hands. My carpal tunnel has been terrible for me to be trying to freaking squeeze a bottle right now. But man, I'm over it. Stay out of my yard. Oh. The bottom of this. The rest of it doesn't even want to come out. Like, there's something in there blocking it. And like, I don't want to open this. No, I'm not doing that. Not happening. Oh my God, guys, I can't handle this. come around the other garden bed now that I walked around that whole... Oh, and right into another puddle, guys. Oh, Jiminy. Oh. Okay. Oh. Right back into the puddle. Okay. Oh God, it's just a swamp right here. All right. We're gonna call that empty. Okay. Like I said, guys, probably the least pleasant thing you are ever going to do. But it does work. So, I'm around my perimeter fence all the way down there, and then down to my buildings back over here and up around and around my 2 beds. Oh, come back up here with my sopping wet shoe now. And we're gonna poke another hole in this second one. And I know how gross this sounds, guys, but there's more than 2 of these bottles in my house. My dad keeps a stock of them. Okay. On to bottle 2. Now I'm gonna start here at my first beds and go around. Now, you can always have like your husband or your sons or stuff just pee outside. Animals really don't like us, so when they smell us, they tend to leave. Now, we got my little bed right here. And spray it. So, and a couple watermelons coming up. Cantaloupes didn't do too great. Only one of those. So we're probably gonna have to replant that. And then we'll come over here to these other beds and just do the same thing. I can't smell this one yet. Hopefully I won't be able to. Oh. Guys, I can tell you, this is like literally my least favorite thing. So, what do you guys do? Do you buy the repellents? Do they work? Because I have not read the greatest reviews on them. I hear they don't work very well. Do you just have a fence? Because honestly, I kind of wish I just had a fence. It would make life easier. But, not my property, so not much I can do about it. God. I spoke too soon. Alright. So I'm going to come back to this back fence that splits the property in half. Right here. And the 2 acres behind it is ours. But 2 acres is already a lot for me to maintain by myself. So that's all we maintain. Duck under the tree. And we're gonna come down to the corner and probably spread this, the rest of this around the perimeter. And then I will keep my eyes out, see what more activity we have. It'd be great if the possums would quit coming up on my porch and trying to eat my cat food. I would appreciate it very much. Nothing is cheap right now, you know, and I know animals come and get in my compost, which is okay. Not the end of the world. But like, you know, stay away from the rest of it. Guys, when I tell you that there are bits floating in these, why? Does anybody have a medical degree and can explain to me why? Because, guys, I'm in healthcare and I don't even know why this is nasty. Oh my God. So yes, I'm open to other ideas. I'm not really open to costly ones because everything's so expensive right now. I just, can't afford it. So, uh-oh. Guys, what is flying in my ear? That was so disturbing. Okay, so, this is so weird. See that? What the f is that? Oh! This is probably the grossest thing you guys are ever gonna see me do. I hear bullfrogs over here. That's nice. It's very nice. I like the bullfrogs. And maybe they'll stay away, but that's okay. We're just kind of trying to get the rest of that out, even though it's got chunks of something in it. But we did get around the perimeter line and around all the beds, and a little bit around my front porch. So hopefully that helps. We'll see. I don't know. It seems to have always helped, but still. So guys, this is what I'm talking about. My front porch is right here. They are clearly getting way too close to my house. I am very uncomfortable with that. So that's why I just went through everything I just went through and did what I just did, because the safety of my animals is more important. And we want chickens soon. I need to get on building the coop since the gardens have now been planted. But I'm gonna have a hard time keeping a flock if I've got wild animals coming on my property to take them or, you know, just cause mischief. Just not beneficial. So that was nasty. It's effective, but it's nasty. I will not lie to you there. It's definitely one of the things I'm not a fan of, which is why I don't typically do it. But, oh look, beels. Oh. All right, guys. I hope that gave you some ideas at least, or some places to start. No matter what you do, the stuff smells weird. The repellents, I've heard that wolf's urine smells horrible through the bucket, through the bag it's in, and through the box they ship it to you in. So, that was all just horrible. Horrible, horrible, horrible. I'll have to check when I'm editing, but did you guys hear that? That's the coyotes. They ain't so far from my house right now. I don't mind them. They don't bother me. They're very nice. They stay away, but for the most part. But they've been in my yard. My direct front yard, guys. And I'm just not okay with it. I'm not. I love to share the environment with nature. But if I can prevent them from being on my property, at least in the direct vicinity of my home, I'm going to. Because 4 acres is a pretty big chunk of land, like I've said. I don't care if they come through my yard. Just to keep on pushing. Stay out. This isn't a place to hang out, isn't a place to find food, isn't a place to take your craps. Move on. Get. So, we'll see. Who knows? This was gross. Thanks for joining me again. I hope this helped, because this isn't really something I saw a whole lot of when I looked into it. I mean, they say you can pee outside your house, but I'm not gonna go outside and pop a squat every time I gotta pee. And that was gross. But it is effective. And I did almost throw up. But it is effective. And I didn't have to spend any money. And yeah, so we do some weird things around here. Weird and gross sometimes. So, y'all have a beautiful day. Remember, as always, do what makes you happy. I'll see you guys next time.